the fact that a Seattle homeless encampment now has its own pool. Boop! Oh my gosh. So we get a pool every year for Watershed. And it's like $100 pool. And we never reuse it because after Watershed, you're like, oh, I should get rid of that, right? And then we buy one like on sale in the off season. So it's maybe a little less. The one we buy is like $70 to $100. But it's nice, right, Nicole?
Yeah.
It's
very nice.
It's got a filtration system. Yes. I'm always the one to build the filter every year because it comes in a bunch of pieces with these directions that are only in Chinese, and it's very complicated, but I have the process down now, so I'm always on filter duty when we get to Watershed. But it's pretty big.
Yeah. And you can sit in it and have your, head, arms out of it. And
cool
then it's
down.
got the air-filled tube around the top, so it's comfy to lean against.
Keeps it clean.
We usually bring floaties.
We usually bring floaties. Really nice. So anyway, imagine my surprise when I see that the exact pool that we have for Watershed is now sitting filled up in a Seattle homeless encampment.
Can we mention how hard it is to get this thing, like you said, hard to put the thing together, but also just to get it all even, to get the bottom of it even, to get it so the water isn't like half tilted out, because if it's at all uneven, then you've got this big like side of it that will blow up.
It's a pain. This thing is a pain to set up.
And in this video, you'll see it looks perfect.
It looks perfect. I'm like, that looks better than when we do it. So anyway, there's a homeless encampment in Seattle that is across from an old folks home. Okay? And the homeless encampment has already been causing a bunch of problems for this old folks home, and the residents are not happy about it. So imagine their freaking surprise when they look out the window and they see that not only is this homeless camp not going anywhere, but they are settling in, and they have built a full-blown boardwalk complete with a pool. Here is the story from our friend Jonathan Cho.
So you made this whole area?
I did.
Okay, when did this pool come in? You got to tell me when the pool came in.
Pool came in about a week ago now.
A week ago?
A week ago, yeah.
Where's the water coming from?
This is, we did use the hydrant. We got the water, filled it up.
It's chlorinated?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's chlorinated.
So I can take a dip if you let me. Okay, we can do some water sports if you want. Okay, you've got the beach balls and everything.
Yeah, I also added some stairs here. This is a walkway.
What if a kid accidentally wanders into this area?
So what I wanted to do was make sure that the fencing was high enough so that it would control any of that from happening. So I started building the fence down here.
My window faces the encampment.
Well, they come up and trying to pick a fight.
Just filth and garbage and rats. One night I got up because I could hear this metal saw and gunfire all the gunfire at night. Yeah, the gunfire at night is really, and it isn't one or two shots, it's 4 or 5 or 6 shots. A lot of mentally ill, and they come around and they just stand and
They be drinking all day.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Thank you very much.
Where are you from, ma'am?
I stay over in the other side.
Where? At the Arrowhead?
Yeah.
You're a resident?
Yes.
So why have you decided to help the homeless
That's
here?
from my heart.
You know your other neighbors are complaining, though.
I don't even pay attention to them.
Okay.
Each person has the same.
Notice the sign that says beach behind her.
It sounds like the Washington State Department of Transportation may come here and clear all of this soon.
That's what we're hearing.
Has anyone given you a date?
Anywhere from a month to 2 months, possibly.
So your time's limited here.
Yes.
So why build all this if your time's limited?
I guess I was hoping for something a little different. I hate to see it go, but for the time being, I wanted it to be nice. I wanted it to look nice. So.
Because I think a lot of the homeless get a bad rap, right?
Yeah, we do.
May I ask why you're getting emotional?
Because it's something that I enjoy doing. I was hoping that it would be something that we could keep and hang on to and maintain. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be a choice that we're going to be able to make.
That story is from our friend Jonathan Cho. You can check out his work, fixhomelessness.org, or follow him on Twitter @ChoShow. So many things. So many things. So, of course, it's not a choice you're going to be able to make. It's not, you don't own that property. You're in a homeless encampment. It doesn't matter how much you like your pool and the crazy boardwalk you've built around it. Nicole was saying, there's no way they bought that lumber.
No.
Lumber is so expensive.
Yes. That's so much lumber.
That is absolute. I'm not going to say it's stolen, but I'm going to strongly suggest that lumber was not purchased. Was it was it donated? I mean, they built stairs, like a semi-permanent structure for this pool, which they filled up using a nearby fire hydrant.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy. But here's the thing is that this shows, people want to push back against the notion that there is a culture of acceptance when it comes to these homeless camps in Seattle. You don't put a pool up and a boardwalk with stairs and a fence in a public park unless there is a level of acceptance in that community and in that city, and I would say by city government. A homeless encampment would not be allowed to fester for so long that you could build a structure like that unless there was a level of acceptance. And you do that at the expense of the homeless or of the elderly people living across the street. Can you imagine you put mom or dad up, paying thousands of dollars a month for them to be in a long-term care home, and then they look outside and they've got a home. And by the way, this isn't a sweet lady with the blue eyeshadow and the sign that she put up that says beach and the pool with the balls in it. No, people are doing drugs at this encampment just like they're doing at every other encampment. And in case I have to show you proof, Como News did a story on this, and there was a person sitting on a nearby couch doing fentanyl. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. They need help. Just because they have a pool that happens to be pretty nice with chlorine and a filtration system, just because they got a little sign up that says beach, don't feel bad for them. And, the person that Jonathan Cho filmed who came over from the old folks' home and delivered food to them, I am sure that your heart is in the right spot, but that is not helping the situation. That is not, there are a million outreach services that you can access for those individuals that's going to get them help in addition to giving them some food as opposed to just free handouts. And yeah, I do want to know, someone call Dunn Lumber and see if they've got a location nearby because they might be missing some 2x4s.
But nothing would be done about that.
Mike and I need a new deck, like really bad. Like our deck is on its last leg. And we looked at the price for lumber. We're like, oh, we're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Way too high. And then I should go.
I mean, she's got spare.
She's got enough lumber for Mike and I to build a deck out of.
Seriously, there's so much. And where's the tools she's using to, oh my goodness.
You know what it is?
Unreal.
It's unbelievable.
Very unbelievable.
It is truly unbelievable.